Okay, reflecting on your journey and the discussion today, what's one piece of advice you wish you had received early in your career? Maybe Deidre, we can start with you.
I think for me, all I got was advice. We were in training every day. And even as managers, weekly, you were in training within our own organization. And I think that anything that could have been done prior to me working would have been better for me advice wise. If I had known I could be a Supreme Court justice, I would have been a Supreme Court justice because I want to live in a society where I have control over my rules. And I wish I would have known that. So back to the role models, it just wasn't there. It wasn't even on my radar. I certainly wasn't encouraged at school, even growing up in Irvine, California, to shoot for the stars or anything. So for me, I think it was prior. That's the best thing I got for you real time right here that I wish I would have gotten the advice of understanding how the world works and how the US works in laws because it's laws that dictate our quality of life and it's laws being made by other humans and shoot man I wish I would have known I would have gotten involved in that because I don't like people making laws for me that aren't kind like what just happened to women's rights. So yeah, I would have liked to have known that sooner.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just knowing there's even knowing it's even an option. That was something for me. I didn't know anyone in corporate America growing up, really, is I didn't even know that these things were options. What about you, Susan? What's one piece of advice you wish you had received earlier?
Don't sell yourself short. That's the first thing that came to mind. There's this thing called imposter syndrome coming into this space and thinking, oh, I don't qualify to do that. How dare I ask for that bigger pay? You may think they're going to say no, but you never know until you try. And it's not always about the hard skills, it's your soft skills that count too. Yes, I may not have had hardcore project management skills, but I was a mom, a student, a worker. I juggled all of that.
Right.
That is project management. So if I had to go back 4 years ago, it would have been charge Jason Moore.
Jason, you heard it here first.
So true.
No, that's a good point. It's just sometimes we don't realize our own worth, right? Yes, these careers, of course, they're opportunities, and also we're providing value.
Yeah.
We're building equity. We're pushing the X company forward, or whatever the initiative is, and sometimes it's hard for us to sit in that. For me, something that stands out is everything is teachable, especially in tech. I
Mhm.
think sometimes we think, well, we say, I'm not technical or I can't learn this. That's not true. Everything is learned. Even doing this presentation here, we all had to learn somehow. And so that's something that when I look at the technical side of the work that we do, I think about that a lot. Everything is teachable. And you just have to have the right person. Jason's really good at this, taking something really complex and simplifying it. We try to simplify what we teach so people can understand it. But for anyone that feels that perhaps something is too technical for them or out of their field, I want them to know that you can learn anything. It's just a matter of finding the right people to teach you that.